I wouldn't call it a knee-slapping comedy, but it is funny. They've played with the conventions of storytelling. So, for instance, every once in a while, the camera drops back and you see people saying to Eric's character, "Stop ad-libbing. You're supposed to kiss the neighbor." And I kiss the neighbor, and he refuses to kiss the neighbor. It's hysterical the way they deal with Felicity Huffman's character, the way she finally stands up to her father. They break into a boxing match, and it's quite clever the way the whole thing is done. So it messes with conventions, storytelling conventions. I think it's going to work really well. Felicity and I are sort of perhaps a little bit rare in that we've worked with each other a lot throughout our careers, starting back with the Atlantic Theater Company in New York City, which is where we met. And I've directed her in plays. We've acted in plays together. She's been in movies that I've written. The only film I ever directed she was in, and we've done a lot of work together, and we're really good at working together and making sure we don't take it home and we don't talk about it too much, and it's a great joy. Plus, she's a kick-ass actress. I mean, she's a wonder to watch, and I think she's really tearing this one up. This is what she's really good at. Her character, Lorna, has several meltdowns, and Felicity does that better than anyone I've ever known. She's so in touch with her sadness and with her rage and things like that. Stuff that it takes me months to try to get together, she can do it instantly. I personally love Hollywood, and I love all the people in it, and I love actors. I know it's not everybody agrees with me, but I find Hollywood to be America. I don't know anybody who's born and raised in Hollywood. Everybody came from somewhere else. If I tried to characterize what a producer is, I couldn't. They're across the board. There's all different kinds of producers, all different kinds of actors. It is America. So I think it's a great backdrop from which to tell lots of different stories. So there's all the Hollywood stuff that they could exploit. There's this dysfunctional family. There's dependence problems, drug abuse problems that they can deal with. Their relationship with their son. The sky's the limit. I mean, in Hollywood they like to use the term franchise. Is it a good franchise? I've learned to stay away from people that use that word, but this is a good franchise. I think both Wayne and Donna have great senses of humor, and I think that it'll be funny, but I think that it'll be, you know what, it'll be modern. It'll be a dramedy. I personally feel that one of the reasons television is in disrepair, I mean, those networks that are having difficulty, is because the audience is just so far ahead of them. The audience wants modern stories. They don't want it handed on a silver platter. They don't want it all laid out for them. I think the future belongs to those actors and writers and directors who don't indicate ever, at all. Tell the story and realize that the audience is smarter than we are the best day we were born. The audience is collectively smart. They know what's going on. They don't need to be told it's sad. They don't need to be told it's moving. They don't need that stuff. So this is a modern story, and which is not to say that there isn't room for simple stories. I saw My Big Fat Greek Wedding last night. I mean, how much simpler can you get? And it's a lovely story, but there's a lot of time out there on the airwaves that has to be filled, and I think modern stories are the thing that's lacking the most. I think the days of those sitcoms where it's yada 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 joke and canned laughter are over. I don't know anybody that likes them. You know, every once in a while you can find a show that uses that format and it's great, but Lord Almighty, it's hard to find it. I mean, you need a genius production team. like Frasier or Friends. It's harder and harder to do because the format is dead. It's just dead. All I got to do is listen. When I hear canned laughter, that's all I need. Just don't tell me anything else, because they're just, you know, if you can't live and die by your audience, the real audience, and not some canned laughter, then I don't want to see your show. Well, I wonder some things. I wonder why they use monofilament fishing line to put the labels in clothing. It always annoys me, and I have to cut them all out. I wonder why they put a piece of a little advertising sticker on every single piece of fruit. You buy a dozen apples, every one of them, all the bananas have, and you can't get it off. Whose idea was that? Why on cell phones do they have instructions on how to use a cell phone? Your party's not here. Wait for the beep and then leave a message. Or hang on for more options. I have to sit there and listen to that over and over again. I called my people, my Verizon or whoever it was, and I said, take it off. They said, we can't. I said, do you think we're idiots? You know, it's like, why do they have instructions on shampoo bottles? We know all of this stuff. That's all I have to say. I'm done. I feel better. Thank you for letting me get that.